everybody. This is the Warhammer Total War II Dark Elves movie. They took all the videos and put them together. There's not much to elaborate. We'll go through with it. It's pretty good. All right, everybody. Let's make sure we got the volume, and away we go. My favorite character is Marathi and Malekith. In fact, I even have their book right here. Hold on.
The world has seen countless murders, but one killing stands above all others. One death that has shaped the world. Malekith, son of an Aryan.
Betrayed.
The Elven princes crowned Belshazzar as the second Phoenix king.
Traitors.
So Malekith brooded and poured his hate into a single cup. Malekith toasted Belshazzar, then stepped over his dying body and into the sacred flame of kings. But the fire stripped his flesh, and with a final scream, he hurled himself back from whence he came.
I'm not going to
His
say
body
anything
was
about
taken
that.
north, and a suit of armor forged.
We can go into that scene
Malekith
a
was
lot.
reborn,
There's a lot of lore in that scene right there.
the Witch King.
And to a newcomer to this genre or lore,
Legions raised.
I need an hour video.
Decades of civil war followed. Then Malekith embarked on the most ruthless of plans.
That's the thing. Malekith is exactly like his dad. Exactly like him.
Created by Kalidor Dragon Tamer and his elven mages, the vortex siphons the winds of magic, keeping the demon tide at bay. Malekith's spell was flung at the vortex, but Kalidor himself broke through the mists of time to deflect the titanic force back at its casters. The Shadowlands were ravaged, sundered.
Look at Canada got totally wiped out. I like the arc. It looks good.
You live. You die. You live. You die. Servants, you amuse me.
The dragon with two tails hangs in the sky, and you indulge in petty games.
You summoned me, Your Highness.
Look at the wards go
You
off.
bring this witch here.
She's well versed in lore and prophecies.
She will betray you, my son.
Marathi looks good there.
Have done.
She's indebted to me. I have her soul. Step forward, Felicion the Heartkeeper. The comet disrupts the vortex. Whilst it is weak, a prophecy can be fulfilled.
Of a king who consumes the heart of Ulfwar.
Look at Marathi in the
My
background.
son will take its power and our vengeance.
Find the Oracle. She knows what to do.
I am willing to serve to earn my soul's release.
Man, Marathi must have absolutely despised that. Like, will you bring this little girl? I'm the greatest sorceress on this planet. Teclis can't take Marathi. No one can take Marathi and her sorceress ability. And her son brings in this younger sorceress. She's just like,
Joined by a murderer, one that hunted in the shadows. They looked upon the island across Poison Shore and waited. Approaching the island was all but impossible. Yet the ritual gave the sorceress ingress. Felicion bargained with the Oracle. In exchange for her freedom, the Medusa bade the sorceress to look in the mirror. At the heart of hated Althwan, the vortex was vulnerable. If the Witch King wished to step into the maelstrom and bathe in its power, then his body would need to be ready. A drink from a cursed goblet was required, filled with the life force of 5 victims.
Very dark elfish.
The rituals would reveal the prey that the sorceress and her assassin must hunt. An irony that the Oracle was blind to her own fate.
Her brother is ruthless. Don't forget I said that either.
4 more rituals, 4 more sacrifices needed to fill the goblet. Then the Witch King may drink and be ready to enter the vortex. More of Hekate's scrolls must be found. The scrolls revealed the second sacrifice, a hated foe. A prince of Althwan who had confounded the sorceress once before.
Petty. So petty.
The assassin took his blood, and she reveled in death.
It's a tragic story, right? Her first sacrifice was the person that told her how this thing goes down. Second was this rival she hated. I wonder what the third one's gonna be.
Sacrifice.
So here's the third.
The third victim was also known to the sorceress, but this was no enemy. The pupil looked upon her teacher and saw the true cost of dark magic.
So, dang. The pile is big, right? Someone she hated, her teacher, and the person that taught her this whole ritual is the people they sacrificed so far.
And the Witch King
That's some
demands,
big demands
especially
there.
when there are others who incite their own rituals of possession over the vortex.
Oh, by the way, there's other factions doing the ritual as well. Different rituals. They don't do the same way, but different ones. For those of you who don't understand why that.
In the north reigned the fourth sacrifice. One close to the cold heart of the sorceress. A warrior, an enslaver, a warlord, a lover. Not that her beauty was spared the assassin's blade.
So a lover, someone she hated, her teacher, the person that taught her how to do this ritual. What's this fifth sacrifice
The
going to
prize
be?
of a murdered paramour is not to be given freely. Only a brother could offer a sister such a gift. It was the comet's wake that weakened the vortex. Surely a cruel trick by the gods.
I remember when I got to this part
Mortal
in the game.
creatures
I was like,
could
oh, the
move a
Skaven.
comet.
There he is, Rat Boy. That is tough to explain, but basically they launched a spaceship and made it look like a comet. So the comet's not
fifth
real.
And final sacrifice was closest to the sorceress, both in bond and vicinity. She named him brother. She named him Shadowblade. But he was not the victim. He
She didn't see it coming? She gave up everything and now has to give up herself. Like, come on now.
The betrayal amused one who had watched from afar.
Who's amused? Narrator. Could it be a god
The fabric
of excess?
reality was torn. From the realm
I bet
of
Slanesh
ruin,
definitely had a big
the
chuckle at that.
Skaven's
Like, what, you didn't see it
god
coming? No.
mocked its prey and revealed his plan. The celestial event that weakened the
Says
vortex
that they show
was of Skaven design. A parody of the true comet.
yeah, the Skaven launched a rocket and made it look like the comet.
Highest authority.
So everyone would do the rituals, but it was a fake. So these rituals are BS.
Its task complete and fuel expended. The rocket fell back to the surface.
It's like a nuke going off.
When the wreckage
It's
was
more time.
discovered, its purpose remained unclear until now. It was the catalyst to weaken the vortex and goad the other races into action.
Rat people do things.
They knew the Witch King would seek to dominate the vortex, but they were ready. Every ritual cast, the magic was stolen, absorbed into the horned rat's bell. Now soaked in ritual power, the bell will be moved to Ulthuan's heart. If it tolls 13 times, the horned god shall emerge from the vortex, the world doomed.
Just a little side note. Even when the rat god succeeds and becomes a chaos god, the 4 other chaos gods look at him and are like,
The
you're a rat.
men have been using a
Go
cursed
away.
spell
You're a chaos
to
god,
steal
but you're still a
their
rat.
ritual magic.
It's like a minor little god over here. They just kind of look at it like, man, go away.
There's no time for a murder.
It succeeded. The rat god became a chaos god, but it's like the most minor of them, like the weakest power, but succeeded. It is kind of humorous that you got, you know, Korn slash Nurgle and Zinch, and then and the rat god.
Elysion's blood, the chalice is full, and Malekith may drink.
Oh, and they hate that. They hate it.
The liquid inside, no poison this time, but an elixir that will make his body ready to absorb the vortex. But first, a god must be halted. The accursed Skaven. They claim the vortex, their devious schemes twisting it into a portal.
Not good, guys.
If the bell sounds 13, the horned god steps unto the mortal realm. Forces gather
I'll have to make a video on the Skaven perspective.
where the greatest battle of our age will be fought.
At last,
Seraphon!
power of the vortex is within my grasp. Ever since the reign of Calador have I been denied this. And the vermin shall not deprive me now. I have fought with gods before, and still live.
You were beaten by gods before.
This
Clarity.
battle is no different. Get from my
Even though the
vortex,
god is
monster.
literally flipping
Face the wrath
a Narian
of the
himself.
Witch King.
Unfair. But he lost.
A horned god banished, vermin purged from the island's shores. The Witch King has the prize.
Ulthuan and its vortex are mine.
My son has his revenge.
And so the vortex is ready to receive its dark elf master. A new era begins. But there will always be enemies to fight and wars to wage.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing because to see that never happens, right? Marathian, well, it did kind of in the end times, but those two, if you read the book, and I recommend it. Let me show the book one more time, by the way. If there's 3 of them, Malekith by Gafthorpe. I would recommend reading them, but it's true. Like, you got to realize something about Malekith. When he started his life and he was about to be king, he had spent his entire life being like his dad, learning warfare, politics. He did everything right. He studied from the greatest teachers, everything. And at the moment of his glory, and his mother's glory, by the way, I don't even want to start a Marathi topic, but at the moment of his glory, it's taken from him by other elven lords. And if you don't really even understand the story even more, just give a little insight. A lot of people don't understand what happened at this meeting. A lot of people don't understand why, even now, why he's the real Phoenix King. Is when Malekith was when he was denied, when the elven lords at the tree denied him, his mother came out. Marathi was literally going to kill every one of them right there, right then. She was like, okay, fine. You know what? Fine, elven lords, you're all going to die. And she was about to kill them all, and Malekith's like, no, hold on, Mom. I will step down, and I will let these elven lords have their victory today. And he walks off and becomes the bigger man, right? A lot to that story, but if you really think about it, Malekith could have won right there. He could have destroyed them all. People that were his enemies, destroyed them in one fell swoop. His mother would have just killed them all. He's like, no. Something to think about when you think about the Malekith story. All right, everybody. Great talking to you all. I'll see you next time. And I'm going to do all the stories. I mean, the Skaven, now I've done the Dark Elf, and you've seen the Skaven. I'm going to show the Skaven video. That's going to be nuts. I'll see y'all next time.